Okay, so this is my assignment for assignment 3, the procedural level and enemy optimization. And so what you start out with is just a border with an empty space, and then when you hit the play button, then it's still empty, but then you put the generate new level button, and it generates a randomly assigned level based on a grid of flat paths, these pyramid obstacles, this kind of like a umbrella obstacle, and a little fountain obstacle. And you can hit generate new level as many times as you want. It'll generate new variations, and you can set your difficulty value between 1 or 0 and 1, and this will change the speed of the enemy. And so if I set it to 1, then it'll go very fast. You can also set the number of enemies, and right now it does not currently have a limit, and it will truncate, meaning that if you set it to 17.7, it will actually go down to 17 instead of going up to 18. So for now, let's set it to 15. And then when you hit the play button, you get put into the world. So as you're moving around the level, you can see that there are 15 enemies. And when you shoot, it shoots out a ball, and that does, I believe, 5 damage to each player or each opponent. And so right now they are very fast. So when you get run into, it should take some health away from you, and if you hit multiple times, then you will lose the game. So a little bit of an explanation behind the logic behind this. So this is the actual grid setup where you determine how much of the area is going to be flat space, and so right now I have it at 0.6. And then it will guaranteedly spot a flat area where the rest of the 0.4% of the space, or the 40% of the space, will be obstacles. And then here's just a bit more of the logic where when it begins plays, it's cast to a bunch of other events, and then when you press R or when you generate the hit button, when you hit the generate button, it will reset and generate a new level from scratch. And this is just leftover logic from before. And so this was actually quite a task to actually get working, because I had to figure out a way to get the information from the widget, which is in the level generation widget. I had to figure out a way to get the information from this into the where it's applicable. So for example, the enemy character needs to have the difficulty value that you set so that you can change the speed of the of the enemy. And so yeah, if I run through it again, you can continually generate new levels. There we go. And I actually had fun setting it so that if you didn't change the difficulty, or if you just ignored it, then they would actually run really fast. So if I change it to 10 again and hit play, they should run at me fairly quickly if they don't get caught up with each other, and it looks like they are. So, and if you hit each opponent 5 times, then they will actually disappear. So if you look at that, it's actually destroying the actors. But yeah, that's about it.